Age of Empires 3 to DLC has been cancelled. It's sad, as Age of Empires 3 is legitimately fantastic, but honestly I don't fully understand the point of trying to support Age of Empires 2, 3, 4, and Age of Mythology simultaneously. RTS is already so niche compared to the powerhouse it once was, we really don't need to be breaking up the Age of Empires fandom so much, the genre isn't strong enough to be doing that unfortunately. If the RTS genre would stop focusing on competitive play it would thrive. Yes, SC2 had a huge esports scene, it also had a huge build-in mod scene that let you play cool game modes with other people. New players don't want to get curb stomped in the first 5 minutes cause you micromanaged endgame units with your mathematically perfect base. Virgin shaming. She was minor nobility too. The only reason Cersei got away with it is because she kept her own brother as a lover so no one saw her sneaking out of the house. Even currently, in the world where premarital sex is way less taboo, throwing a shocked "you're a virgin" in a casual conversation with a person you've just met would be really fucked up. What even is this dialogue? Is it just me or David Wallace is pretty handsome? This man's patience makes him so attractive. That's not David Wallace in the first picture. That is some sort of weird creature that lives in his house. His wife is a lucky woman. This one makes me smile. Smiling face with smiling eyes. I realized Ian McDiarmid is the only SW actor whose face physically appears in the 3 trilogies, no Sig. Somehow Palpatine was nice. As disappointing as Rise of Skywalker is, I absolutely love the depiction of Palpatine in it. Being attached to some industrial crane that's keeping him alive. He seriously ended up with the same fate as Vader, irreparably stuck to a machine to maintain his life. Official poster for Thunderbolts ***. Who is on the left beneath Bucky's gun? What are we, some kind of Thunderbolts ***? I'm so out of the loop, what is Thunderbolts? The Boys creator says it's so long overdue, just give Anthony Starr an Emmy already. He is so good. Whenever Homelander is on screen I'm tensed up, waiting for something. He's managed to convey his instability and sociopathy so well. He should get an award for the facial twitches alone. I really want to see him in more things after The Boys. Anthony has amazing range. Anthony Starr is getting the beer bottles ready if he doesn't get one this year. Maya Rudolph to play Kamala Harris on Saturday Night Live through 2024 presidential election. That little girl was me. Her saying Mamala is how I learned to pronounce Kamala correctly. This was one of the conditions to Biden stepping down. Was this ever in doubt? I'm glad. Maya and Jai means that we finally have great players for both candidates. Feels like it's been literal decades since that's happened. Pamela Anderson joins Liam Neeson in Paramount's new Naked Gun movie. Okay, who is gonna be cast as Nordberg? Jonathan Majors. The problem with the modern parody movies we had, Date Movie, Meet the Spartans, Disaster Movie, is that they had way too many pop culture references and wacky jokes that were not really jokes. Wait, did a boulder just crush Hannah Montana? The Naked Gun had clever wordplay, clever sight gags, and the actors were playing it seriously and that elevated it more. Hopefully they keep that in mind when making this because I'd love to be proven wrong in my thinking this won't work. Like a midget at a urinal, I was going to have to stay on my toes. I can't believe my husband spotted this in the 1979 Alien. Alien on mushrooms. Shakti, Pranic, and Lingha are all words in Ayurveda as well. The production designer was on some next level shit, smiley face, FYI. Fly agaric is not the same kind of mushroom that most people associate with magic mushrooms. Those are psilocybin mushrooms. Fly agaric mushrooms are a different species, and contains a different chemical that causes the mind-altering effects. It is a different high than magic mushrooms. It's also the species of mushroom that the super mushroom from Mario is based on. Quincy Jones, Grammy-winning producer for Michael Jackson, film composer, dies at 91. Rip to the man who gave us soul bossa nova. 91 is a great age to die. The guy accomplished so much in his life. Rip. Seriously, what better sequel is there than Terminator 2? Star Trek 2, Wrath of Khan. Evil Dead 2, changed it from obscure horror film to the start of a well-known series. Aliens for me, but T2 is a top-tier sequel. Good Omens to end with one 90-minute episode as Neil Gaiman exits following sexual assault allegations. Aziraphale died on his way back to his home planet. For fuck's sake. We waited 4 years for a second season and this is how they're going to end the story? At least we're getting an ending, it'll probably be shit though. Fucking goddamn it. This sucks. I'm so mad. Like I don't have a better solution, I just like my show and will miss it. In a Shaun the Sheep movie, Farmageddon, 2019, Shaun holds up an empty pizza box with a stain resembling a heptapod symbol from the movie Arrival, 2016. Their doorbell is the 5-tone melody from Close Encounters 2. So many good Easter eggs in this one. Like their ship or their bodies, their written language has no forward or backward direction. Linguists call this nonlinear orthography, which raises the question, more cheese grommet. Classic Aardman and cheeky Easter eggs. Seeing how this film has to do with an alien visitor, this is 100% a reference to Arrival. Great spot. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is delighted by Veep resurgence, I'm happy people are getting a kick out of it. And I know that Kamala Harris is big time. This show has the most chaotic swearing I've ever heard, edit, yes I've seen the thick of it and in the loop. Please calm down. Currently in S3 of my rewatch. Richard Splett just got introduced. He is probably my favorite character in the show. At the start of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, 1989, Indiana's father is sketching in his Grail diary and asks, "May he who illuminated this, illuminate me." At the end of the movie, Indiana asks him, "What did you find, Dad?" And his father replies, "Illumination." The best Father's Day movie. Terrific way to wrap up the series. Riding off into the sunset with John Williams blasting. Like and subscribe.